I think we are good. We're good to go. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday, Manager Monday. Whether you're catching this live with our live peeps, always great to see you. Or if you're watching this on replay, great to see you as well too. And thanks, I did get a haircut. I have the best barber in the world, the best stylist. The secret to my hair, if you were curious at all, is my amazing mom. So she does all my hair and she's good on that. So anywho, we're not here today to talk about my hair. If you have more questions, though, you can PM me and I will share with you all the secrets to hair. But we're here to celebrate you, to equip you, and to help everybody. So welcome to this Manager Monday. We've been doing these calls now for, gosh, has it been a couple of months or something, Lindsay? It's felt like it's just flown by like crazy. But our mission is to collaborate and to help you drive towards PXP, our biggest celebration of the year. Who here already has your ticket? Put a 1 in the comments below. If not, there's some available left. The pre-sales are sold out, by the way, formally on the site. But if you want to go, then be sure to contact one of your leaders because they might just have a couple extra. When I say a couple, like not many, right, Lindsay? Like it's like, yeah, like it's like they're rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only have a few, so they're going fast.
Be sure to grab them. Yes. So if you don't see your teammates, and I'll share that list in just a bit, but you want to make sure that you don't miss out on the biggest party in the world, our PXP, our big convention, September 20th to 22nd. I'm telling you, the types of news, the types of things that we're hearing that are going to come out. We're launching. Did you know we're launching not just, am I say this? I don't know if I forgot what column I hear this on. But anyhow, we're launching not just one product, but we're launching 2.
Yeah. They do. Yeah.
That's nuts. That's crazy, right? So we already love all our products. So yeah.
What are your guesses?
Sure.
Put your guesses in the comments. I'm curious. I have no idea. I'm like, what?
I heard of one of them. And
Ooh.
I
All
was
right. So we
one.
have to tackle you and take you down for you to tell us. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I have been working out though, just in
Oh,
case.
oh, good. Oh, good.
Just in case. They're your guesses for sure. More protein flavors, maybe. Maybe. By the way, I'm a horrible liar. So I'm like bad at these guessing games because if you
Oh,
guess
good.
right and you ask me, like my face.
This is the perfect time to guess. Everybody guess so that we can watch James not be able to lie to us. This is perfect.
Electrolyte protein. I'm not going to say these out loud. You're like putting me in a corner.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Who here just loves our community here? All right, like that's really one of the most special things. I've been saying this since the beginning that this team is going to be the #1 in the planet, and the reason why is honestly, here's a quick tip: if you want a big business, the systems are important, of course, the products are important, the comp plan is important, but if you want to build a big organization, people go to where they feel the most loved. Like that's it. So if you love people well and you love them into their destinies, into their call, you'll see how you have the most loyalty. You'll attract the most amazing community and the most amazing leaders. And that's why all the leaders that are on this line, that's why they've done so well, absolutely. So we got a couple of pieces of news, a couple of amazing superstars we're going to be chatting through and sharing with you about, but be sure if you don't have your PXP ticket to grab that for sure. We're going to have an incredible word from Lindsay Yoakum, who, by the way, who here was on the live yesterday with Lindsay and Cindy? Did you catch that? Like, my gosh, Lindsay, you did a fantastic job. I know you're chatting about it this morning, but how special was that?
It was really special. I want to thank you guys so much. It was one of those things. Cindy and I used to do these lives a lot on our personal profile like this, but we haven't in years. And it was really the This was how we built you guys from 0 people to 25,000 people in our organization, was with lives just like last night. And there's a lot of intentionality behind it. There's a lot of strategy behind it. It really is for you. There's a reason why it's public. It's to be used for public. It's to be used to share out to the public. This is how we get PartnerCo's name out there, because we have a lot of amazing events behind the scenes. We have a lot of amazing events in the Drop Revolution. We have a lot of amazing events on Zoom. We do that a lot where it's a closed circle, right? Where we invite people to it. We bring them in. It's private. We have tons of those. But, John Wadsworth said something to us on Friday that stuck to Cindy and I like glue. It was like when he said it, we had a quick call with him Friday, and he said this one thing. And I telling you, like, God just completely spoke to us when he said it. And we had to be really obedient when he said it. And he said, we need to get PartnerCo's name in the hat. There are a lot of people looking for a home right now. We have to get PartnerCo's name in the hat. And Cindy and I went, why is PartnerCo's name not in the hat? And there's only one reason, because we are the best company. We have all of the best things. We have what every single person needs out there right now. The reason why is because they just don't know. They don't know about it yet. That's it. That's the only reason. And Angel did say it best. She said, we have to get loud and proud. And so Cindy and I used to do these lives publicly for our teams, where you guys can tag people on them, where you can invite people. We say multiple times on that live, if you watched it, please tag the person that invited you here, right? Every single person, if anybody says on that live, I want more information, or our first question is, how did you see this live? Who invited you to this, right? It's a lot of work on mine and Cindy's part, but we do it, and we do it because we want you guys to have massive success with this company and with these products. But we have to put it out there publicly. We have to get loud about this publicly, because if we just stay behind the scenes doing Zooms behind the scenes, it ain't going to get out there as fast as we want it to. And there's so many people looking for a home right now in our industry. So we were very obedient. We said, okay, it's time. It was extremely nerve-wracking for us to do it, because it's been a while since we did it. I have to tell you, all day we were like preparing, and like, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Like, again, because it's just been a long time since we've done that. We have fear too. Like, we have it. But we pushed through it, and it was definitely, I said on my live earlier, I sat in church yesterday morning, and my pastor said it 4 times, and finally it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just started bawling big crocodile tears, because he said, faith is our trust in God, but obedience is faith's action. And I was like, he said it 4 times, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, obedience is faith's action. And I'm like, that is what we're doing. Like, we're being obedient. And you guys, thank you for being there. Thank you for the support. Thank every single one of you on here. You made that what it was last night. And we've watched in the past, and I'm telling you what will happen from that live last night. It'll be years of massive building business for all of you. So thank you. We love you guys. It was incredible. And I hope it's a tool that you use to your advantage and just explode your business with it.
Thank you for your obedience, Lindsay. My gosh, did anyone else get a tear? Like, as I'm not a crier, but I like feel some like perspiration in my eyes or something like that. But so beautiful. Obedience is faith's action. So the question to you is, what do you need to be obedient about today, right? Really, from this call, if you get one obedient nugget, that's what it takes. And look at this, your homework today. If you have not already watched this live, go to Lindsay's profile, go to Cindy's profile, take a look at it. Guys, I had 1,200 comments. Like, wow, there was like 150 plus people live on a Sunday night while we were there. So thank you for building that tool for us. And then share this, tag your people that you want to have this on this as well too. And it will serve you super, super well.
Yeah. And I ask you guys to do so make sure you tag the person's name. Sherry, I'm looking at you. Sherry, if you go to that live and you have a friend, tag that person's name so we can then, if that person says anything, we can pull back. Hey, we saw Sherry tagged you on this live. We want to make sure, right? So if you send it to somebody, make sure you also tag them on there so we can really say, we're excited that Sherry will edify you like that. We will edify the heck out of you. So just make sure when you do share this with a friend that you're also tagging them on it and saying, hey, I really want you to check this out. So then we can say, okay, Kathy is with Sherry, right? It makes it a little bit easier for us. Even though we will go down the rabbit hole of asking them who invited them, it does make it easier, especially as we've had lives in the past get to 20, 30, 40,000 comments. It goes crazy. So it'll be for a while, you guys. This will go and go and go. We'll be able to use this tool for years if it's used properly. So that will really help us to say, oh, yeah, we see Sherry invited you. Sherry's an amazing leader. She's absolutely incredible. You're going to want to work with her. We all work together here, right? So that would be super helpful.
So good. My mind just got blown already. 20,000 comments. Let's drive it to that, guys. So congrats there. Quick announcement as well, too. If you are going to PXP, be sure to grab your room block. Thanks, Lindsay, again, as well, too. She worked out in a crazy deal. If you're going to PXP, $99 a night with breakfast. So there's limited room slots on this. So check all the partners groups and grab your room before they run out there. All right. We want to make sure you go to the event, but don't just sleep in your car or something.
Yeah, get those rooms today, please, because they're going fast. Make sure you get your teams to get them today. We want to make sure, and I can't get any more. So that's the end of it. And they're going really fast. So make sure you get your room and your team gets their room today. James, we can drop that link everywhere again. Oh, look at Becky. She's the best. She's already on it. Becky dropped it in the comments there. So you guys go grab your rooms.
Awesome. Perfect. And Cindy McKnight just made it. Pocket of Signal. Cindy, you're going to do a call to action today. So FYI. All right. Cool. So we have so much that's going on. But the highlight of this call, it isn't any of us here. It's those that are really moving and shaking. The purpose of this Manager Monday call is to recognize everyone that's gotten manager and above. Manager, after we do recognition, who here would like a refresh on the comp plan and how it's going to work? So yeah. So I'll give you guys a refresh on the compensation plan that'll just help you to optimize this. But what's the purpose is we want to get you promoted here. Manager's a significant title. This is where you unlock the compensation plan. This is when you double your bonuses for life. This is when you unlock check match, matching bonus. This is when you start building a team. So major congratulations. Anyone in bold is the newest managers onto this list. So Adela Sanchez, Dr. Jody Ganofsky, and Jennifer Bradshaw. Congratulations, our newest managers. You'll hear from Jennifer soon. She's living her life in Hawaii. So have fun over there. She literally hit manager as she was on the airplane to her vacation. So how awesome is that? Good times. Congratulations to our new senior manager, Stephanie Russell. Ironically, Stephanie, we're talking about airplanes. She's a pilot. So congratulations to her for going senior manager. And guys, every name represents a story. Every name represents lives transformed with our amazing products in our business. Newest director, Stanley Williams. Congratulations. He's out there in New Zealand. Him and his team were able to they brought corporate in and flew them into an in-person event, and they just went crazy with it. So congrats to them for just pioneering a market. So if you know anyone in New Zealand, chat with Stanley, chat with Lucia. She's here, our vice president there as well too. Congratulations. And I want to bring up a special friend of ours, Miss Maria Cristiano, our newest senior director. And I've known Maria now for, gosh, it feels like a long time. Maria, how long have we known each other for now?
Since last September when I joined.
Okay, fantastic. So Maria, I love your first congratulations for going senior director. Absolutely. And what I love about your story is that you came in, you're super coachable, you're running through the ranks, and you hit a lot of success. And then there was a lull. There was kind of like a pause. Has anyone here ever felt that in your business before? Like you were crushing it? Yeah. And then it's like, all right, things are not moving the same as it was before. And then you overcame that. So I wanted to ask Maria, so tell us the story, like what happened? And then how did this all happen?
I'm going to go from the beginning.
Sure.
I'm tired today. Sorry, it was my son's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So I started using the drops back in September for what we all pretty much start wanting to do, whether it's weight loss. Mine was weight loss. I'm 58, menopause, hot
No,
flashes.
how are you 58?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not. I'm going to be 58 in 2 weeks. I'm pushing myself.
Wow.
And so, just the struggle of not being able to take off weight. And I do eat healthy and I exercise a lot. And so it was a struggle and it was frustrating and depressing. And so then I saw my dear friend Angie posting about these drops. And so I asked her, I'm like, tell me about the drops. And she's like, how much weight do you want to lose? And I think I initially said 10 pounds. And so she's like, you should do this business. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing the business. I've been in direct sales, direct marketing. I don't want to do it. I'm not really good, at it. I just want to take the drops. So I started using the drops. And in my first week, I lost 4 pounds. And I was like, just so excited. I had the energy and I just felt so good. And so then, of course, I said to Angie, okay, let's talk about it. Let's see what we got. So then I signed up in October and started selling them. And I just put my little personal, post, that I lost 14 pounds in 6 weeks and just how much I felt. And my business just blew. I was like shocked because I first just bought a 4-pack and then I'm like sold, bought another 4-pack, sold. And then it's been 10 packs ever since. What I wasn't doing well, and James and I talked about it, is converting these people. I was just having fun selling the drops and getting, all this money. So I think that's where I kind of hit a lull. And I think that I started to convert. And that's kind of what bumped me this last time is I was just converting customers to 4-packs and to other packs and, bringing them over to my team and just, talking more about the business aspect of it. And this, if you join, you're going to get savings. You're going to, buy a 4-pack.
Let me pause you here.
Okay.
Who here would love to know how to convert one customer to buying way more products or becoming a partner? Like that's like a pro tip right there. So what did you find? You're getting singular sales, which is fantastic. And then, so what do you say to them? What are you doing?
It honestly was hard because I had to get out of my comfort zone because I was, that person. I'm sure a lot of us are like, oh, I don't want the rejection. I don't want, if I say, this costs 300 and something instead of 150, they're going to like, I don't have that. So I literally just went, how much do you want to lose? It's going to take more than 1 box. If you sign up, $29 flat fee, you never have to re-sign up. And then, if you buy a 4-pack of drops, it brings it down to $100 a box instead of 150. If you know some friends that you want to sell it to, then you can make some money. And I was shocked at I had 3 people just boom, 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 do it. I was like, oh, that wasn't as hard as I thought. So
wow.
That's kind of what I've been doing and it's been working. So
okay,
I just give them that option.
So good. Okay, so step number 1, talk to your customer and say how much you want to lose. If you know it's more than like 10 pounds, they're going to need at least a couple boxes. Number 2, upsell. So if you get a 4-pack, each drop does drop down to like less than $100 each. Who here likes to save money? Like you buy not because you like it, you buy because you want to save the money, right? So big savings. And I love though, what I like about what you said, Maria, is you don't just upsell people just to be like a elevated customer. You also drop in and you talk about how you can make money too. That's key because we want people not just to save, we want them to also sell as well too.
Right.
Awesome.
Exactly. So that's what kind of got me over the hump.
Okay,
so,
perfect. And that got
and I never gave up. So I will say this thing too. Even when I was at my low, I just kept doing my posting, my stories, talking to people, following up with people. I just never gave up. I'm like, I still know what an amazing company this is, what an amazing team we have. And I'm not, just don't give up. Don't give up.
So proud of you, Maria. Congratulations. So many nuggets there. I actually think that was, I needed that in my life. So I know what I need to do. I'm going to go back to all my customers today. I'm going to have those types of conversations. So I absolutely love it. Awesome. All right. Who's yours down? Put me in the chats if you're down to take on that action step today. You're going to do some conversions today. So congratulations. We have our newest vice president. We have Donna Sambula. If you don't know Donna, she is amazing. The most joyful bundle of energy that you know. Congratulations. Our newest senior vice president. We have Sassy Shay. My gosh.
I have to interrupt.
Yeah.
I have to interrupt.
Please.
She just got off the call with corporate. She just hit officer. Congratulations, Shay. We're so excited. I have goosebumps because Cindy's like, she just hit officer.
Yeah.
Shay,
Yes.
I need you to say something here. How do
Yes.
you feel? How do you feel?
My heart is racing for her right now.
I'm gonna make you. Here we go. Okay, you can unmute now.
I got it. There you go.
I don't even
Aw.
know what to say. Like, how do you go from senior director to vice president to senior vice president to officer in 4 days?
You do the work. You do the
I
work.
just
4 days.
I don't even know what to say. I was like oblivious to this Reels training because I just came from being at a company for 6 years at a high level and thought, I don't need their training. And then I pulled my head out of my rear end and said, excuse me, go look at this. So if these words have never been truer, this Reels training that is marked days 1 through 7, it doesn't mean you just do that for 7 days. You rinse, wash, and repeat. And I just kept doing it. And I just kept watching Lindsay and Cindy, and I just kept doing it and putting my spin on it. And then all of a sudden, my videos are, 600,000 and 400,000, and I'm not knowing what to do. So I'm having, Jamesy was like, time to hire a virtual assistant. I don't know how to feel right now. All I can say is you girls inspired me, pushed me out of my, even though I'm Sassy Shay, I'm a little bit shy. On camera, look, my hat says wild child. But it's not sunk in yet, so I don't know how. All I can say is you do not need a team. I'm not saying don't get a team, but I did this on my own because I was so inspired by Lindsay and Cindy, and I followed that Reels training. And that's not just for Instagram, that's for Threads, that's for TikTok, that's for Facebook. Put it in your stories, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And that's exactly what I did. And it just picked up in that algorithm. I did the sandwich thingy on Facebook, and I don't know what to say right now because I don't even. I told Cindy's like, she goes, go get on the manager's call. I was like, my hair's in pigtails. It's how I sleep. And I come to get on the call and I go, wait, I got to put pants on. I mean, I literally was so unprepared that I don't know what to say. You don't have to recruit to get them to boost you. You just have to stay consistent, be authentic, be relatable, and do the work. But there's no building a new car. Like, they've done it for us. And you just, what am I going to do? I'm an officer.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I didn't know what to say.
We are so proud of
I
you.
just joined in April.
Wow.
I just joined. I think I joined April 13th or April somewhere in there, and we're in July. And I didn't believe in this machine. I didn't believe in any of this stuff. Sorry, Ashley's trying to call. I was like, this is not going to work. And Ashley kept telling me, trust me, just do it. Just do it. And I was like, but this is not the way we've been doing this for 6.5 years. She goes, girl, just shut up and do it. I was like, fine. And then I started to see that the machine was working, and the machine was working. And then I learned about Cindy and Lindsay. I was like, who are these people? And then I'm like, I'm probably her biggest stalker, me and Brittany Allen. She's about to hit manager. She's like, I just saw Lindsay post a reel. I'm doing it. I'm like, do your version of it. I go, Lindsay's going to go, excuse me, copier. No, girl, I see what you're doing, and what you do, I do. I'll even use the same music, but I'll switch them around for the words. But y'all, when I say it worked, I'm 58 years old, single. Maybe there'll be some men at PXP. I don't
Come
know
on.
that I'm single.
And you work nights, you guys.
Oh, I do work a full-time job at night from 11 at night to 7:30 in the morning. And you can bet I'm on TikTok and Instagram because my clients are on the other side of the world. It's daytime. So are the people. I'm working. I'm laying on my floor with my headset in case somebody calls because I'm so tired. And I'm still in TikTok replying to thousands of comments. And I'm like, it doesn't stop. I just don't stop. I can't believe I just made officer. I don't even know what to say. And looking like this, like Daisy Duke just rolled out of the farm, got a pumpkin in a haystack.
You look so good. Huge.
We love you.
We
love
need
you.
a sassy shade training very soon. Who here wants to learn? I'd have thousands of comments.
Me.
Yes.
We love you. You're
Yeah.
amazing.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And
Thank
don't
you.
get
Oh my God.
too comfortable with it. I think senior officers around the corner too.
Yes.
Oh no, when I hit director, I was like, oh yay, 5 minutes. When I hit senior director, I was like, whoop, yep, great, on. And then I hit VP and I was like, okay, great. Ashley's like, give me a photo. I was like, girl, I don't have time to get you a photo. I'm responding to comments and I'm responding to messages. I'm like, I gotta go. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna hit ZMPD. And then boom, that happened the next day. And I was like, there is no way in a chocolate bowl ice cream with noodles that I am going to hit officer. I was like, I don't have time to give you pictures. I don't have time to answer your questions, girl. I'm on a mission, and it's mindset here. If you, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. And my mindset was, I can.
So good.
Amen.
Oh, man, too much goodness. Congrats. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
in. You just dropped the mic right there, guys. So special. So special. Wow. There's just so many amazing stories in this team right now. And I was not expecting that at all. So thank you for that. we need to update this one now as new officers. Officer, you get invited to an officer club. You get invited to have actual perks with customer support, by the way. You get to have a speed pass line to the best of the best. And last but not least, I want to have Angel up for this to talk about our newest senior officer. But how special. Trisha, I see you there as well too. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see if I can get through this without crying, Trisha. I know. So, oh my gosh, this beautiful soul. I don't even know where to start. So I have met Trisha actually on Facebook. She reached out to me through a post of another business opportunity, and we became fast soul sisters. And Trisha and I have been through some things, ups and downs. And what I can glean from Trisha is her obedient to her calling. And so when you were saying that today, Lindsay, about being obedient, I mean, Trisha is that to a T. Like, she is the most obedient in her calling to what God's purpose is for her life. And she inspires me every day. Just talking with her and getting to know her and just her dreams and her aspirations for her life and her family's life. And she is the most consistent person I know. She just walks with the Lord and knows, like, it will happen, right? It will happen. And Trisha, to see this happening for you in this, I mean, short of a time, it's just, I have God bumps all over right now talking about it. You, sister, are so deserving of this. You are so deserving of this. And I'm so happy that we're together in this again, and we get to build something so special together again. And I just love you and I appreciate you. You are, when y'all see the media channel, that is 90% Trisha. She's genius at graphics and what you bring to our team and your servant-hearted leadership. Like, you're just always there, and I can always call you when I need someone to talk to. And so thank you for just being that friend. And I'm just so incredibly happy for you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. How's a person supposed to talk after that?
So
Did you
just
see
share
some
with
eyelashes?
everybody. Yeah. So just share with everybody what's on your heart, maybe a little bit about you and what brought you to PartnerCo and like what you're feeling right now.
Yeah. So anyway, I was saying if you see any eyelashes, it's because I had put on some magnetic eye. Anyway, yeah, so I have been in this industry for like almost 10 years now. And so you had mentioned consistency, and yeah, that is definitely a huge part of it. Because it's really because of the years of kind of sharing what I'm going through, being transparent, being vulnerable. It's just become a lifestyle. So it's not necessarily like, okay, here's my list of things I need to do today. While I think that's great, there comes a point when it's just like who you are. It's just kind of your mode of operation, right? It's just what you do. You just share what's going on in your life. And so I definitely do agree that consistency is a huge part of it. And so, yes, with PartnerCo, initially for me, it was the drops that really attracted me. I saw it not only as like a personal need, because health and wellness has really just stolen my heart. I like in the 10 years ish that I've been in kind of marketing, I've done like children's books when my kids were little, and that was kind of the season. I've done makeup, skincare type stuff when I was kind of in the season of trying to find myself after having 3 kids and like feel like my own person again, so, but health and wellness was really the area where I felt really at home and really like I could be the most vulnerable and really share. And I saw people really respond to that. And so when it came to the drops, I really felt like it was an area that not only I could relate to personally needing, but also like my network or my following, I hate those words really, but like my like group of friends that I had like collected over the years, like just seeing their struggles and stuff too. So I knew business wise, it would also be an amazing fit, not just results for product, but also results for business. Right. So I have a little story about the consistency part that I think will encourage you. Because so many times I get a message from people that I can't even tell you how many times actually it starts out with, oh, I've watched for months, or I've been curious about this for months, or I've seen, things like that. And it's just so true that people have their own timing. And I feel like a part of really learning how to instead of chase after things in business, a part of really learning how to receive, how to really just relax in who you are and receive, is being okay with letting go of the outcome, right? So you're sharing, you're being consistent. And even though you may not be getting 100 messages in your messenger that day from that one post, you still are consistent because you're just letting go of, you like emotionally letting go of the outcome. Okay. So my story is I was super excited because I got a message from a friend of mine who is a very, she's a dear friend. She is a sister in Christ, and she's a really incredible influencer. Okay. She has a very big following. And she messaged me curious about the drops a couple months ago. And I was like, oh, my heart's kind of pitter patter, right? Because I'm excited. I'm like, okay, this could be amazing. And she knows her stuff. Everything has to be super clean. And so I was excited to send her the information about the drops, the ingredients, all the things. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool, right? Kind of letting myself get a little emotionally involved in it. And then shortly after that, we were chatting about something different. And she's like, oh yeah, and by the way, my husband, who kind of like, he's really the health buff and like looks at all the ingredients and is kind of like, yeah, this is good, or no, let's not do that kind of thing. She's like, my husband said he doesn't think anybody should be on these drops. And I was like, what? Like heart sink, right? Not what you want to hear. I'm like, oh, I mean, I was just honest. I was like, well, that really surprises me because I don't see anything wrong with the ingredients. Like, I'm really excited about it. It's working, So anyway, we just kind of let it be at that. And I just had to really like physically like let that outcome go, right? Because you just never know. And so it was probably a month later, that same friend messages me back and she's like, oh my goodness, you're never going to believe this. I'm like, what? She's like, so I was actually asking him about a different set of drops, not the ones that you and I were talking about. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, so what he was saying no one should ever take, that's actually like this drop. So she sent me like the drop she was actually talking about. And I was like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't look good. It was like green and it was like weird and whatever. She's like, I feel so stupid. So then she's like, I'm going to order and I'm trying them. And I was like, okay, yay. You know, so anyway, long story short, she ends up ordering. And again, I'm letting go of the outcome, right? Because again, you just never know. But yeah, like, I don't even, it was probably a couple weeks later after she like tried it, she messaged me. She was really excited about her results. And then she's telling me that she wants to go ahead. She's like, how do I share? What's the details there? And so I'm just like, oh my goodness, because I just know that, from her saying, my husband says that no one should even take these drops, to her being like, how do I share this with my multiple, hundreds of thousands of followers, is a really big turnaround. So, but the point being, the consistency was there. Me being able to let go of the outcome was there. Like I wasn't like crushed and like put my head in a corner and was like, I'm never doing network marketing again. Right. Like that wasn't the response. And it maybe would have been when I first started, but like learning to, like I said, let go of the outcome is so beneficial, and stay consistent. That will really treat you well. So, lastly, what I want to say, unless you have any questions or comments. Okay. Lastly, what I wanted to say, is I think everybody, it's natural to want a magic formula, right? Like we all want, like, what's the formula? What's the magic trick? How do you do that? And here, praise the Lord, with our systems and the tools and the incredible trainings and all the things, I feel confident in saying that, like, we have a formula, right? Like we have a formula if you really want to go for this. However, the magic isn't in those things. Like the magic is you, okay? Like, I don't want to sound super sappy and whatever, but listen to me when I say the magic in all of that stuff is you. You can take that, you can copy, you can paste, you can do all the things, but unless you really put yourself into it, unless you let yourself be vulnerable, unless you really share where you're at in your health journey, unless you really share how you relate with this testimony you're posting, something like that, it's just going to come off as like an ad, as a AI generated thing. You know what I'm saying? We can have the most perfect formula and tools, which we do, yay, but it needs you. It needs what God has planted inside of you, because what he's planted inside of you is powerful. That is where your power is, right? Letting that be cultivated, letting that come out. You have a story to share, and it has to be shared, and not shared just so you can be a millionaire. But I'm telling you, if you get used to telling your story, being vulnerable, you will be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the fruit of what's being produced in you. So anyway, yeah, crazy times. That same friend enrolling this last week is what cruised our whole team up higher than I even thought it could go in a week. It was just amazing watching the trackers and being like, only God, only God. Because we were doing great, team, like we're doing the thing, we're being consistent, having fun, getting some ranks. And then all of a sudden it was just, woo. So yeah, pretty amazing.
My gosh. And oh my God, everything you just shared about being vulnerable, about being yourself is you. Like when you go to her page, like it's Trisha, like you can feel her heart, you can feel her spirit. And that's what I've learned from you along the years, is putting yourself out there. It's really hard to do, right? And so you have such a natural gift of that. And we just love you. We're so excited for you. I know that this is just the beginning of something so special. And so thank you for being a blessing to our team and a blessing in my life.
Congratulations. My gosh. Can anyone else believe that Trisha's like she considers herself as someone nervous and not a good speaker, stuff like that?
I was just
Whoa.
gonna say, can we hear more from Trisha, please? I'm like bawling. It just was that was so unbelievably incredible. Trisha, I could sit here and listen to you all day long. You're beautiful. You're such a gift. Seriously. That was incredible.
She asked me this morning, is the call canceled? Like winky face. I'm like, nope.
Trisha, you're amazing. I mean, that truly, I was looking at everybody. Everybody was just hanging on every single word. I just crying, like you really are such a gift. And I hope that if you take anything from what, just watch yourself back on here, because you
Yeah.
were so unbelievably poised and just beautiful. And your training, I mean, your ability to train is absolutely incredible. I'm sitting here like, what a beautiful leader you are. So thank you for being here. You truly are the gift. I've told you since day one, thank you for all the media. I'm like, Angel, this girl's amazing. Like all of your talent. I mean, you're really, really, you're a special, special person. We're so happy for you.
Congratulations. My gosh. Definitely this is one you're going to want to share the replay of and tag people to and everything. So, and just some fun stats. Trisha, she's been super consistent. She's personally sponsored over 100 people. So she's like, you know, not everyone is going to be that star person. That consistency is huge. And then this new person that came in, I think has sponsored almost 400 people, and it's day 7 now, I think. Is that right, Angel? Something like that?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
She's already hit senior officer too.
And that's years and years and years
Yes.
of growing and pouring into just, you know, that's when Trisha and Angel, you know, talk about that consistency and, you know, doing the thing every day and it building on top of there's this time that takes to build that, right? You know, these women have done amazing things in 7 days, right? But that is years and years of being obedient and being consistent. And like Trisha said, we have the formula here to speed that up. We have the formula to speed that up for every single one of you. It's never been easier to have that success online. And when you've got the formula and then you put the magic on it, which is you, which was beautiful, Trisha. That, I mean, Angel, like, I know you're just blown away. Angel's cried a lot with us this week. I know you're blown away by your amazing team.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. One thing that I wanted to say is on the urge of that, like, remember when they always say people always give up like right before the breakthrough, right? So think about Trisha, what she shared with that girl saying that, oh, my husband says she's never take those drops. Like Trisha could have been like she said, she could have given up. But then 2 weeks later, what happened, right? I've got up talking about it. 2 weeks later, and now look, it's like just soaring. So it is just never giving up, putting your blinders on, putting your head down. And Lindsay and Cindy, y'all's live last night, I was just like, it's like it was truly amazing because this is the time right now. Like this is the time right now. And I think all of us, I'm saying this for myself, Lindsay, I've been shy to put it out there publicly, right? Because they always say don't brand a company, brand yourself, right? But I don't know. Like I'm proud to be with PartnerCo, and so I feel like we can be that person that goes out there and being loud and proud about it and saying we are a part of this. Still brand yourself, obviously, but sharing it in a way that others can see what we have here. And so I think it's just the timing is right now, and I just feel all of us have that opportunity. And like Trisha said, to be vulnerable, put yourself out there, and let's freaking go.
Yes, absolutely.
So incredible. I just have to add exactly what Angel you were saying, 3 feet from gold. Most people are 3 feet from gold.
Yeah.
And this is one of my favorite part of this industry is the ability to leverage. And you don't have to be the best at everything, guys. Like all of us have a unique gift that you can shine through and you can relate with people and you can help others. Like I think a lot of people, especially if you're brand new or if you're hearing stories like this, you might be thinking, oh, I wish I could recruit an influencer. Oh, I wish I was as good as Lindsay and Cindy and Angel and all these people. But the key point that I took from Trisha is that the magic is you, right? You're the unique X factor. And you can actually relate with people that may not relate with us, right? So it's constantly working on yourself. It's consistently going out there and serving other people and loving on other people and sharing the good that we have here. And one of my favorite thing is in this industry, it's literally like you can build a massive team and recruit people that are better than you, right? In terms of certain like metrics, right? Like, for example, you might not have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram or TikTok, whatever, but you can recruit someone like that if you're willing to let your own personality shine and really go out there and just show your true authentic self, right? And only in this type of business you can do that. Anything else, it's you have to kind of be the best, you know, to be on the very top. And so that story is like, it's just so amazing. But I hope everyone that's listening and in your mind, you should not be thinking about how do I go out there and find an influencer or find, you know, a big whale and all that stuff, and they're just going to retire me. Because you heard what Tricia said, this is a heart business. This is a heart business, right? And when you make a post, how do you feel? Are you really out there because you just want to attract a big leader, or is it because you want to change millions of people's lives? Because people can feel it, right? People can truly feel that. So, wow, like so incredible, like all of you. Oh, I'm mind blown.
Too much good.
Yeah, can I just add something really quick
Yes.
to that? So this same friend of mine, she was in another company with me, and I just have to make that point that the only reason that we actually really started talking about business type stuff is because there were tons of people in her inbox about this particular thing, messaging her, hey, have you tried this? That, you know, the hey girl messages. And she's just like, ugh. And so when she finally reached out to me, she was like, you're one of the only people I know who hasn't been in my inbox about this, but I see what you're posting. I see, you know what I mean? Like she saw how I was sharing it, and she's like, I want to know, I want to have more info. So exactly like Becky was saying, don't feel like you need to all of a sudden go out and like chase down the whale and send a big chicken, you know, message and like, that's not what anybody's saying. We're really trying to hammer down on this thought of like being yourself. And it sounds cliche, but really find ways to be yourself in your posts. So it matters. It makes a huge difference.
I love that you shared that, because someone did reach out to me after they had heard you went senior officer and was like, how do you talk to someone on your chicken list? And my response back was, be you.
Yep.
Because you don't really do that. You just keep being yourself. So I love that you shared that.
So good.
And like Shay said, do that engagement sandwich thingy. Sandwich thingy.
And you have to be relatable. Like in the beginning, a couple of years ago, I tried to be someone else because they had a lot of followers, they had a lot of orders. I was like, I can be that person. No, and it didn't work. I failed. And I needed to do that to see that I needed to be, well, sassy Shay. Sometimes I curse. Like I said, I curse like a sailor, but I love Jesus. I'm somewhere in between Jesus and jail, but I'm still a good person. But I be myself. I be relatable. When people say you're 58, but your post says women, you help women over 40, I'll help any woman. You could be in your 20s and have this issue, but being relatable and being myself and not being afraid that people are going to judge me for who I am, you're going to attract, you keep doing it, you're going to attract people that, one, want to feel better, and two, they're like, well, if she can do this, I can do it.
So good.
Sorry for butting in.
Not at all, but in more, for sure. Thank you, everybody. Wow. Who here already got at least 3 nuggets from today, right? Give me a wave and put a 3 in the comments. I just don't want this call to end, but I guess we have to. So let me give some quick calls to action. Thank you, everyone. Like, that was just fantastic. And we have many trainers that we need to continue to have do more trainings. Let me give some tacticals here. I think Cindy she's trying to find some signal, but she's out camping, so no worries. What do you do right now, right? Who here is inspired to want to go the next promotion or 3 or more? Okay. The way that you do that, you heard a lot of strategies today, but these are all in the partners groups. There's these different promotions, right? These are just metrics of success and ways on the journey to getting where you want to go to. There are things that you want to take a look at. So how do you do that? Well, I was asked the other day, like, how do you explain this compensation plan? How do you maximize this thing? So let me explain it in like a couple of minutes. You guys ready for this? All right. So number one, I'm going to assume you're brand new. What you want to do is you want to maximize the compensation plan, right? Put maximize in the chat below. It's so important because this comp plan is the best paying in the entire industry, but you do have to maximize it. The way you maximize it is you have to achieve something called ultimate. Ultimate, one way you can do it is with no time limit, you can get to manager. Manager, I'll explain how you do that in a bit, but you hit that title. That's why we're talking so much about manager. You unlock ultimate, you actually unlock another thing called gold. You unlock double bonuses for life. You also unlock a way to have matching bonus. I'm excited to see what Trisha's matching bonus is going to be from last week. And it's going to double your pay. Another way, if you want to, is in your first 4 Fridays for the superstars out there. Like, I just want to max it out right now. You can do what's called the power start way. So accumulate 1,500 points between personally purchased products or personally sold to customer volume in your first 4 Fridays, and you can slot yourself in. Technically, it's a little bit less volume than hitting manager, but that's one route that you can do it. If you miss the first 4 Fridays, it's all good. Just hit manager and you unlock it for life. Okay. So you're good there. But how do you do that? How do you get to this thing called manager? Shout out to James Lenhart. He put together this amazing Candyland roadmap. You want to get up to here. The way to do this, you're going to develop somewhat of a team. You're going to start making money. But the simplest way is this. I love when I first met Cindy and Lindsay, Cindy introduced me to the concept of 6 figures in 6 months and a simple focus called 10 and 2. Every month, focus on personally sponsoring and helping at least 10 new customers and 2 new partners having at least 200 PV with them. If you do this, you're not only going to make an extra 500 a month. So what that really boils down to is 3 people a week. Who here feels if you were obsessed about it, you could help at least 3 people this week, right? Give me a wave or put a 3 in the comments. Like, that's the goal. And how do you do it? Do the engagement sandwich, do your post, love on people, right? Use the machine, all the things that are in your launch week, do those things, and you're going to start to master that consistency over time. You do 3 a week, you get 12 in a month. You're going to make at least $500. By that time, you're probably going to be within striking distance of manager. And if you're not there yet, do it again. Every month, challenge yourself to do another 10 and 2, and then duplicate it into your team. And as you start to do that in 6 months, 10 and 2 every single month, help your teammates do the same thing too. You're going to see how you're going to look back. And just like what happened with Trisha, in 4.5 months, guys, Trisha went from nothing to senior officer. And that's a multiple 6-figure paying position. Who here would love to have a 6-figure income in this business, right? So just keep that pace. And you just don't know where it's going to come from, how it's going to happen, but you're going to eventually get there. But just focus on the daily dues and everything. Last quick thing I got to shout out. We have a challenge right now for those that are absolutely serious about going to senior officer and above. That for the first 10 in this team that hit senior officer, they're able to earn an exclusive opportunity to fly into Puerto Rico to meet with John and Darren's over. So I have to share this. Lindsay was promoting the call yesterday, and I just want to share her story here. This was when they went out just over 6 months ago, and this was in Puerto Rico, meeting with John and Darren. I just want you guys to think about being there, enjoying a meal with them. This is in Darren's home, John's home. They're ballers, man. It's so cool. It's so inspiring. And being able to just have those types of connections, the way that we're going to put PartnerCo on the map is we need to scout out the next generation. This was the first time that they reconnected after a long time. But we're looking for the next generation. So I know if that's you, Sassy Shay said, I'm claiming this. There's still time on the clock. Trisha took a slot. Obviously, Cindy and Lindsay are going. There's just a couple left as well, too. November 13th and 14th, we're going to be there. So put that on the map. Keep on doing the do. Lindsay, anything else you want to share?
I'm emotional today. Shocker. Angel and I share the same tears all the time, I feel like right now. You know, I'm gonna say this. You covered a lot on how to do it. There's been so many inspirational moments on this call. You're seeing so many people do this. But I will tell you guys that I am probably like you see, you know, Shay has this incredible personality, and she's like fire and energy and fun. And, you know, Trisha has this beautiful heart, and she's, you know, brilliant in her graphics, and she's got this eye for just really beautiful things. I will tell you guys, I have always been somebody that I'm not that, right? I'm not an artistic person. I'm like, please, thank you for all the graphics and things. I am not when it comes to technology. I mean, poor James and Becky, they're like, this girl, like, how does she do what she does? I don't even understand, right? Technology is not my thing. You know, I really am, if you peel the layers back, I'm just a very simple person that's really, really busy, that does a whole lot messy. If I took you guys on a tour in my house right now, like we're under major construction, there are boxes everywhere, there's dirt everywhere, there are dogs and kids and trash and like it's a construction scene, like it's a mess around here right now, right? I'm just like you, right? A whole lot of family stuff going on. Every single day is a new curveball in our business, employees not showing up. I know we all have so many things going on, right? I literally, it's like, it has to be so simple, and it has to be something that I know that I can do in a very small window of time every day that I can commit to. And if you see, Shay, super busy. She just committed. Trisha, super busy. She just committed and was obedient and did the things every single day. Every person that you're going to see, that all of you that are having success, every single one of you that is taking these steps and going to the next, to the next, to the next, it's just that you made a decision. You're super consistent. You're being obedient. And these simple things, 3 a week is all I focus on too, every single day for my entire career. It is just that simple. I can't look at all the numbers. I can't focus on all the things. I can't do all the big picture. It's too much for me. If it's too much for you, put same in the comments, right? I have to know that if I do 3 and I focus on that with the sandwich thingy, I love that they say that. I love it so much, the sandwich thingy. If I just keep it that simple, it will massively build and it will massively duplicate. And that is what's happening. That is what you're seeing. So if you just keep your eye on that, we call it 10 and 2 on repeat. That is what Cindy and I sat down with James and John and Darren in Puerto Rico said. We said, if we do 10 and 2 on repeat, we will unlock every single position in this entire company and we will absolutely explode this business. And that is what we're proving out. So to this day, all I do is 3 a week. I focus on 10 and 2, and then I repeat it, and then I repeat it, and I help others repeat it. So keep it so simple. Go out there with your heart, like Trisha said. If there's anything you take away from this call, it's put on your fiery, passion, sassy Shay hat and take your heart of Trisha and your love for other people and your gifts of you. Put those together and you will absolutely crush this week. So thankful for you guys.
So good. Thanks, Lindsay. Knocked it out of the park. Last quick announcement. Take all of our energy. We have a call with our owner. Guys, all hands on deck for this Thursday. All hands on deck. Let's show up and show them what this team is all about, why this team is the #1 team in the world. Because of all of you. So take this opportunity. We don't get the owner too often. Bring all your prospects. Brings everyone that you were talking to about the live that Cindy and Lindsay did yesterday. Drive this like crazy and just see how things really start to explode. So with that said, everyone, congratulations. Thanks so much, Cindy, Lindsay, my wife, Angel, James for your leadership. Congratulations to Sassy Shay and Trisha and Maria. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. Other than that, beautiful call. Have a great one. Feel free to unmute yourself and we'll talk soon.